Let's get over to Phil LeBeau. He's got more with what happened here. And Phil, the stock is up this morning.
And it's up, Becky, because of better than expected results. The guidance was very encouraging, better than many analysts were expecting. Let's start first off in terms of the results and then the expectation. They did beat the street, $1.35 versus $1.19, but it's the guidance that people are focused on this morning. GM expecting to earn EBIT adjusted between $13 and $15 billion this year. The consensus was a little under $13 billion. So when you look at that number, you sit there and say, okay, you're going to have increasing volumes up anywhere from 20 to 25% as the chip supply improves. And you're also going to be seeing the company looking at where do they go from here. By the way, they have decided that for now, they are not reinstating the dividend. Why? Because they're plowing more money into electric vehicles. And the company yesterday talked at great length about what the plan is when it comes to EV investments. Remember, they've already committed $35 billion through 2025. Last night, they said, we're going to accelerate and increase that investment. Now, they haven't said how much, but they are going to be doing that this year. That includes pulling forward plans for a third electric truck plant. They're going to be adding that, naming a location relatively soon. Also adding a fourth EV battery plant. And then there's the Chevy Silverado EV. Remember, it was a little over 3 weeks ago that they unveiled the Silverado EV. And at the time they said, look, we're opening up for reservations. How many have they collected in less than a month? 110,000. Now, skeptics will say, look, it's $100 refundable. A lot of people just go ahead and put down that kind of a reservation. But that does indicate that there's strong interest in the Silverado EV. Remember, those deliveries start next year, but it's the ramp up to those deliveries. And this is the real big volume vehicle that is going to be the linchpin to their growth in EVs over the next couple of years. That ramp up is behind them saying that General Motors expects to sell about 400,000 electric vehicles between 2022 and 2023. Guys, let me give you a point of reference. They sold fewer than 25,000 electric vehicles last year. So we're talking about a big ramp up in terms of EV sales. Lots to discuss with General Motors Chair and CEO Mary Barra. That is coming up on Squawk on the Street. You don't want to miss what she has to say. And guys, it really is about the guidance for 2022, both in terms of the internal combustion engine vehicles and improved chip supply, but also the electric vehicle game plan, if you will, and why they believe that they are primed for this growth over the next couple of years.